Hi guys, I know you like my audio so much. I figured I'll let you see me too. Yeah, so congratulations, it's your lucky day. Okay, so I see your conversations here, and I just want to remind you guys, Bob. Okay, before when Donald Trump was running the first time and the second time, especially the first time, but every time he talked to the media, even just walking to the White House from the chopper, he would spend sometimes an hour talking to these clowns that all hate him, are all biased and untruthful. And no matter what he says, they go write something different. And they accuse him, they accuse him constantly of shit that's not even real. Like Bob Costas was CNN, remember that? And that dark-skinned girl from MSNBC, she's still there. Just a barrage of assault constantly that Trump endured with the media constantly. When little Joe has to walk and avoid the media, every day, Trump talked to those clowns for an hour, hour and a half at a time. Okay? So, you know damn well when Trump, especially that first election, he had to be right to the point and cut through the bullshit. You can't be a dragon slayer if you're not going to slay dragons. And that means using the damn sword and killing it, not just walking up and slapping it real nice. Okay, we got too much of that in the GOP right now. Those are called rhinos, like the clown that just left yesterday. He's going to support Biden. Anyway, so yeah, I see you guys talking about this hard-talking stuff, and Trump's big mouth is what lost him votes. Well, for every one vote he lost, he gained probably 6 because he's simply telling the harsh, quick truth the way it is. And I know we're not good at listening to that. No. What's for dinner is way more important than what are we having for dessert. And if it's too long, you lost them. Just like this video can't be too long. If you guys weren't especially bright and smart and intellectual. Okay, let's back some of that off. You have a pretty good attention span, and because I'm so interesting, I keep you glued to the screen. So I credit myself a little too. But I just want to remind you guys, this whole campaign, Trump has been like more of a politician because he's being treated with a lot more credibility now. He was always being attacked and accused of doing things. Okay? So he had to fight back. Okay? And he was going up against bullshit. He's going up against dark forces here. Okay? There's no time for pretty stuff niceness. Pussies don't get shit done. Okay? Nice guys don't either. Nice guys finish last. Okay? So, he's been great this whole way with that. He could have hammered Nikki for what she's worth. 8 years ago, he would have. He didn't. He just let her roam around like a battery-powered wind-up toy. She's eventually going to stop making noise and fall down. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long because your attention spans do have a limit. But I just want to remind you that Trump's been, you still convict Trump of being over the top with his mouth. He's not. And you also got to factor in the candy ass level in America across the country. People aren't too kind to listening to the absolute truth, man. They want you to sugarcoat it. That's if you got to serve it at all. Can't we just pretend? I don't even want to pretend that I'm pretending. I want to pretend that I'm not pretending. That's the way America is now. If we just ignore, hear no evil, see no evil, therefore there won't be any evil until it's beaten down your door. And it's almost there, pal. Anyway, if Trump's my guy, the strategy tonight is when Trump's asked a question, just answer it extremely quick. Get to the bottom line. Don't just answer the question so that the question can be answered. So that then fake Jake, okay, you're done with that? Okay. Now I have to ask Joe another question. As Trump's job is to just get away from the questions to him. Not that he's afraid of them. But the strategy is to keep Joe talking. Okay, so if Trump answers the question real quick, then the question has been answered. and there is no back and forth. There's no audience to react to it. Fake Jake has got to go to, well, he's supposed to have to go to Joe and ask the next question. Okay? I'm sure that fake Jake's going to try to argue with Trump, and he's going to look for the opportunity to shut off his mic. All that. We're going to see how ridiculous this is. But if I'm the strategy guy, we're going to try to keep Biden talking. Okay? So that's that on that one. And just one more thing. Give me a second. What the hell was it? Trump doesn't have to prove anything. He talks about everything all day, every day. And they're not going to get under his skin. If people were going to get under his skin, that would have happened long ago when the media was attacking him every day, all day, 24/7 on television, but right to his face every day. He is extremely thick-skinned now. If he talks sharp, it's because he's talking sharp. Gators bite, so do sharks, okay? So does Trump. That's why Trump is where he is. We need more biters. We need more killers. You know? You're not going to win a war with a bunch of transgenders out in the battlefield talking about what color nails they're going to use. Okay? Anyway, I think I made my point. I know I'm missing one. I know I'm leaving one behind, but that's okay. The last point. I think really this could potentially be more of a test for the future of not the candidates, but really CNN. Because their ratings are already record low. I think they got more ratings the fourth week of their existence than they do now. The jig is up. And don't try to make a racial thing out of that, liberals. The jig is up. It's an old term. If you don't like it, stick it up your ass. So this could be a test of CNN, because if they really bogey this thing up, man, if they make this so bogus that it's undeniably rigged, fixed, biased, and they're supposed to be a news thing, the world just quit watching them and they'll just fold up shop in the future, because especially if Trump wins, because of course that's what made CNN more popular before, was because they were always whining about Trump. But that was when half the country didn't like Trump. Now that the country is voting for Trump, and I'm predicting, I said 2 years ago, up to maybe 80% of the country. Okay, I think we're going to win 48 states. Okay, so in New York, I'm betting on New York. I'm throwing the chips down. We're going to win New York. I know about the state. It's these cities. But anyway, signs are looking good. So I didn't want to make this too long, but I love you guys, and I just want to remind you, don't go to the automatic thing, Bob, with, Trump's big mouth, costing votes. It's your job to adjust what you're saying based on what you're really seeing. Now you're going to say, well, I'm still seeing it. I know. Anyway, there's your reminder. No charge.